Darren, 3 points in the Glasgow Cup again. How would you assess that performance?
It was okay. We played well in parts, particularly in the second half. First half we had a bit of problem out of possession. We didn't press the way we wanted to, so we just spoke to them at half time. I wouldn't say we changed anything. It was more just reminding them of certain things. And I thought we did that much better in the second half, and that's the basis of what we do is how hard we work out of possession to get the ball. That we did it better in the second half, so it allowed us to be in possession more, and ultimately then you create more chances.
Obviously, boys have had plenty of experience against different opposition, UEFA Youth League and the Lowland League. Does the Glasgow Cup just add another aspect to that?
Yeah, obviously with the Glasgow Cup, we're hoping that teams come down and bring first team players at times. You're facing a higher level of player, a little bit more experience. To be fair to Queen's Park today, they were kind of similar age, a couple of older ones. So yeah, it was probably an even enough game in terms of the ages today. But in other games we faced, there's an older element to it, and that's obviously another challenge for the players. So the Lowland League brings that. Obviously UEFA Youth League we've been in is like for like in terms of age. So it's been fantastic, the variety of games, and as you said, the Glasgow Cup is just another one to, I think it's 5 competitions we've been in this year.
The game was sort of two teams looking to play out for the back, and it was quite an entertaining affair. Usually you sort of go up against different levels of teams that maybe look to play long sometimes. Is that another good experience to add to these young players?
No, absolutely, and that's probably why I'm saying we didn't change much out of possession. Was reminding them, because sometimes we can practice things and preach them, but ultimately until you actually come up against it over and over again, you don't get found out. So early in the first half I thought they played well and they built the game well, and we struggled to kind of contain them at times. But that's because they're probably not doing it often enough. I think, as you said, a lot of the games we play, it's a lot more physical, the ball goes direct a lot more. But as I said, I was really pleased that they took the kind of information on at half time and implemented, and as I said, we had a much better hold of the game in the second half.
It's back to league action Saturday against Cowdenbeath. How would you assess that test?
Very tricky. They're very hard to break down. Their league position is probably slightly false. I think they're better than where the league position suggests. But I think if you look at their goals against, they don't concede many and probably don't score too many, but they certainly don't concede. So there'll be a tough nut to crack, and we'll need to be very good behind the ball in terms of when we attack, because they'll look to sit deep and then counter attack us. So our kind of positioning in possession will be really important.